The police brutality issue that we're dealing with now is not a new issue. This is an issue that has been in our communities for a while, but finally we've had an opportunity for the public to see it for themselves. And so our hope is that we can get our elected officials to support getting rid of the Law Enforcement Officer Bill of Rights so that the community can have a mechanism for formal redress when police abuse our people, so that we can prevent Freddie Gray and Freddie Grays all over this city and all over this country from ever having to experience what that young man experienced several days ago.
All day, we will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray.
So the last time that there were civil disturbances of this nature in Baltimore was in 1968 when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. And in that 47-year period since, we've seen a significant increase in wealth inequality. We have seen slices of the African-American population in Baltimore and around Baltimore experience increased access. For example, I'm a professor at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, and it's difficult to imagine. I don't think they had black professors at Hopkins in 1968 or 1967. So on the one hand, I as an individual represent a certain type of success, but for the vast majority of Baltimore's black population, they've not only not experienced the same degree of success when they've had access with when they've had interactions with government, that interaction has been markedly bad. So the figure I've been using over and over again, the census tract that Freddie Gray lived in has spent approximately $47 million in incarcerating its residents, right? So it's not just that they've been left behind, it's that they've got a foot on their neck.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter was created by 3 black women, but only seems to be used when a black man dies. Outcries for black boy bloodshed, wonder when our movements will shed their patriarchy and get in bed with equality. Inadvertently, struggles be segmented, cementing women to the corners of adversity to struggle in pain silently. See, there is no question. Do black lives matter? Yes! But do black women's lives matter a little less? What we say? What we say though? What you say? This is not a contest to measure who suffers the most distress, because black skin has always been an object of white conquest, man. We all in hell.
We've been out here for this is the 93rd week. This is the actual 93rd week of West Wednesday, ever since my brother was brutally murdered on July 18, 2013. We didn't want what happened to Freddie Gray to happen. They ignored us. Our cries fell on deaf ear. You know, they want to water down everything. So we letting y'all know we've been here and we're not going nowhere until we get justice. Until killer cops are in cell blocks.
I hope that all the people that are down here, that are energized, that are anxious to show their support for those who are killed by police, or for the Black Lives Matter movement more broadly speaking, I hope that they will take that as an opportunity to reflect, to study, to build organizations and build movements that will implement the kind of changes that they all are here marching to see, that we're all here marching to actually see enacted.
I've lived and worked in this city for almost 12 years now, and Freddie Gray is just something that happens after decades and decades and decades of disinvestment, low expectations of our youth, and disenfranchisement. It is not something new, but it is a rallying point, and I'm hoping that this is going to be the start of a discussion and not the end of it.
And when I got out there and as I maneuvered through the crowd and I began seeing the signs with the different African Americans who have been killed, murdered by the police, unarmed African American men. That was the key, unarmed. So my emotions began to get to me, and I just found myself like in an emotional place that, because I know it's so real, because as an African American man, I've had that experience myself with the police. And I don't have a criminal record. I walk the straight and narrow, but just to be accused because of who we are, it hurts.